Scores of fighters have reportedly been killed following renewed clashes between rival insurgent groups, Boko Haram and the Islamic State West Africa Province, ISWAP, in parts of Sambisa Forest and the Mandera Mountains in Borno State. Security sources said the violence, which lasted for about a week, began on January 3 when ISWAP fighters launched coordinated attacks on Boko Haram camps around the Ali Ngulda axis of the Mandera Mountains. According to sources, the ISWAP offensive was led by two commanders identified as Jundula and Ibn Hataf, but met stiff resistance from Boko Haram fighters who mounted counter-attacks under the coordination of a field commander known as Abu Rijal, also referred to as Ba Sulu. Dozens of ISWAP fighters were reportedly killed during the initial encounters, while others were captured. Several weapons, including rifles, a machine gun and other arms and ammunition, were also said to have been recovered. However, the balance of the fighting reportedly shifted days later. On January 6, ISWAP fighters were said to have carried out a retaliatory attack on a Boko Haram position in the Sabal Huda axis, leading to hours of intense fighting. Security sources claimed that at least 12 Boko Haram fighters were killed during the clash, with additional weapons seized by ISWAP forces. The fighting reportedly triggered the displacement of Boko Haram-affiliated families, including women and children, from affected camps to areas around the Yale General Axis. Sources added that limited night operations were conducted to track fleeing fighters, although no further confirmed clashes had been recorded as of midweek. Relatedly, the Nigerian Air Force, NAF, has initiated a move to fast-track the acquisition of 12 A-1Z attack helicopters from the United States. Consequently, the Chief of Air Staff, CAS, Air Marshal Sunday Anik, led a program management review meeting with senior United States government officials and representatives of Messrs. Bell Textron from January 5 to January 6 in San Diego, California. Speaking during the engagement, Anik expressed appreciation to the American government and Messrs. Bell Textron for their continued cooperation, professionalism, and transparency in the execution of the helicopter acquisition program. He said the structured review reflected NAF's deliberate emphasis on program discipline, accountability, and results. Anik noted that the acquisition represents more than a platform upgrade, but also a reflection of the enduring defense cooperation between Nigeria and the United States.